Alright, this is number 47. I decided to drop some black dye on my chest armor and trousers. I have one more left, so I'll go ahead and put that on my boots. I need one more, and I can color my gloves. But yeah, here I am at the cemetery where I'm supposed to meet Regis.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Thankfully. Cave. And I got this cool bonus now where if I use a fast attack, or strong attack, then my
Kiki Moores.
fast attack goes faster for a little while. Oh my gosh. That's why my sword's glowing. Jesus. Let's put an end to these things.
Some stench.
Oh, I did not see that coming. Oh god. My toxicity is so high. God dang it. What the freaking heck? It's not letting me attack. Jesus. Okay, I need to go to my alchemy quick. And potions. Full moon? Is that it? Nope. Please tell me I have the ingredients for it. Clear toxicity and cancels all. Okay, well where's the normal white honey? Do I not have the ingredients for it? I don't know why it's not here. Immediately restores a portion of vitality. Well, whatever. I guess I don't have it. So I think my only opportunity there is to meditate. I think that clears toxicity. Yep. Jesus, that was annoying. I hate fighting these things. I do not. I think it. I guess toxicity must go up faster on Death March because that was never an issue once when I played on this beforehand on that second difficulty. Medium, if you will. And I gotta be looting and shooting because all out of gold.
Someone placed an illusion here.
Ooh.
Interesting.
A Knight's Oath. Here rests the remnant of Gichon. On my grave, you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to remember it as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and the symbol rests above me. The sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on the stone through the ages. Not anymore. Not anymore. Geralt's gotta make some cash. I think this armor looks a little bit cooler now because I think the hood looks pretty lame with the stupid hair hanging down in front of his eye. I think he looks like a teenager. But I think it looks cooler when it's black.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliche can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
Weirdo.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hell? Pressing
Can't
the
you
wrong
just
button.
summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
I really want to check if there's a mod to remove his hood. Like, I'll consider installing a mod just for that, because I want to use this armor, but I can't stand the way it looks.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would, with all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
No.
Not really in the mood for your concoctions, especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself. Remember that aspect very well.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is, only those ashamed of the truth seek to conceal it.
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm gonna use this time.
See, look, it's cutting through the friggin' hood. It's annoying. That, I don't like the way it looks, and I don't like the way it cuts through his face and his stupid hair and all that. There's a hood in the, like, you start off The Witcher 2 with a flashback, and he's wearing a hood, and it's cool, but I don't like this one.
Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Okay. Bestiary. Spotted whites. Cursed ones. Sword be in there, but I guess not. No. Wish you could search for things in here. Come on, bro. Where is it? Not a specter. Ogroids? Nope. Necrophage. Spotted whites. Vulnerable ones. Igni and Erdin. The best defense against spotted whites, stay calm and leave them alone. Spotted whites were subspecies of white which the Witchers drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their name to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge their greatest passion, creating brews from their emissions. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed in the colder months, or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets during their active periods. Said the Witchers found a surefire way of beating them based around casting the Erdin sign, or at least so claims Witcher lore. Cool. Let me see if I have a closer fast travel point to where I'm headed. Yeah, I could go to the farm. Yeah, so let's go ahead and head on back to the fast travel signer up here. How long am I into this video? 16 minutes. That's perfect time. I was looking at my YouTube analytics yesterday for most of these Witcher ones. It's kind of, I wish you could filter it better, but you can't. So I was just kind of having like to scroll through the pages of analytics and like look at the average view time and that sort of stuff. But the average view time on these sucks. It seems like people get like, of the small amount of people who get into it, averages that people get 5 minutes in and then click away. So doubt anyone will ever hear this, but I just kind of found that funny. Either way, do this because
Bar guests.
I think it's fun.
Never a good
So
omen.
whatever. Sword looks so cool when it's glowing like that. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a save. Oh yeah, and it looks like the only thing, like the number one thing that gets views is
What now?
like all the tip videos that I have, like for Fallout and stuff, like those are by far, I mean I already knew it because those are the ones that get comments, but it's all the Fallout, and like because Dishonored 2 is still pretty recent, there's probably people who got it for Christmas and that, like bought it on Steam sale. Those ones are getting views and subs too. This stuff is not getting anything. I'd be kind of surprised if anyone even found these videos. Like if someone's out there right now looking for Witcher content, I'd be very surprised if they found mine.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Spoonman, boop da boo boo boop boo doo boo, save me.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
These camera shots are infinitely worse when he's in his hood because you can't see his face when it's on the side. There's like 3 reasons to get rid of this
Somebody's
stupid
clearly
hood.
obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Hate this.
A pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I cannot stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it is joined by pain so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she'd seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there were no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her in the face, but her chambers were empty. She must have known that it would happen, and I liked it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea in my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it was the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I chased off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it's getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. Eat. It hurts. Mirror, no lies. Ah.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Dear Master Lassavier, I know you track outlaws for pay. It's an unusual assignment, but no doubt you wonder why I've drawn here, and we cannot meet in person. You see my present situation. Any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, as I hope, and why I've turned to you. The side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by an herbalist. Soon after I visited the herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately used to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much as you can from her about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I can assure you I have ample wealth and reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then leave a different task for you because this shall mean I'm afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find the vagrant, I'll pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. Oh, I'm aware that it is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trustamara. Wow, that's cool. I didn't read that the first time, but it sounds like there's a possibility here that they're kind of nodding to the fact that maybe the man of mirrors came by this person's house. Out begging at the time or something. I don't know. Posing.
Romantic.
Doing something else. Messing with her. And maybe put that curse on her.
Claw or fang marks.
Who knows?
Probably choked to death. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Hide in a cabinet.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Dang it, I didn't miss the screenshot of the two of them sitting at the table. Okay, no spoon you have shall sate you. Let's re-listen to the words.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
I think if it drinks from the bowl, then it'll see its reflection. Let's try it out.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Toxicity's at like 50.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find.
I just
given
want to
its
see what's
stench.
down here first. I'm not sure I did that last time. Actually, I take it back. I definitely did. I remember this room. Alright. Let's get out of here. Got that level up too. I'm just waiting for the freaking time where I get access to more mutagens. I'm waiting for it because then I'll be able to start converting my mutagens between each other. It'll be great. All the werewolf mutagens I have and that sort of crap I can convert into red ones, and then oh god. There's also diagrams to convert green mutagens to blue ones and that sort of stuff. The only ones I need are the green, or blue and red ones. Pardon me. Actually, I think this thing where I do the fast attack and then... Or do the... I don't remember. This might be one of those new Witcher powers, but I don't think it is. I think it's, Oh! Son of a gun. Okay, yeah. Optional, follow the white. Yeah, there we go.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Carried her all the way to Corvo Bianco.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basil-Folty, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corvo Bianco.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening when she was holding
Talking
a
about her
banquet
right in
for
front of her
friends, a
face.
beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
I hope now that he's here, I have access to the mutation thing that I'm talking about. Oops, I thought I hit one.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The
Yeah.
Baron
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common
Okay,
cop
so
who
he
never
chopped
hesitated
people's heads
to
off.
Never sliced
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Monsieur
yeah,
Beaulieu, on the
yeah.
other hand, was an engineer.
Yeah,
sadly.
he started producing
His fortune
wine.
struck, and he lost his sense first of smell and then
And
of taste.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far.
Okay, peace.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
No place like home. What's that? Talk to your major domo.
A pleasure to welcome you once again to the as yet humble confines of
Remove the
Corvolia.
credentials, your permission. I should do so now.
I previously served with
Yeah, yeah,
distinction.
yeah.
Whoa,
You used to
Barnabas
do
Basil.
somewhere
One
cool,
thing
you know,
Oh,
whatever.
that case. You must
Great.
Show me around, whatever.
behold, sir, your...
Pretty.
Okay, thanks, dude.
Been a major domo
Now I have to
all your
follow
life?
him.
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major
Just
domo,
get this quest
as
over
was my
with, because then the
grandfather
reward
before
is
him,
good.
as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt.
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Cool.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Alright, tell me more, Major
Baron Rossel
Nelson.
ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below
Holy crap, how
lies
much longer is this, bro?
where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Game saved. Oh, we got a cat on the vineyard. Cats don't like them witchers.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping
Sneezed.
into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Cool, cool. I think this is like not even halfway
Monsieur
done, maybe.
Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
Getting the homeowners association or something.
Madame Nina planted diminutive,
Saying words, just saying
delicate
words.
flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still
Standing
hangs
still at
in
these
the
parts,
air.
try not to move
You're
the
quite the
camera so that
romantic,
the
Barnabas
recording
Basil.
is not as big. Actually, maybe it's wrapping up. I swore, did we already pass the horse stable? Because I swore he's supposed to tell me. Or maybe that's what we're going to right now. Right here. And then boom, right there, that's the area where I gotta go into later. For all the good stuff.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Okay, that's it, right? Are you gonna show me what's downstairs? Please show me what's downstairs.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Is that it? You're not gonna tell me you found anything down there? I thought you were supposed to tell me you found something down there.
As you can
Oh,
see,
I think I have to buy the
facade is,
upgrade.
how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Ugh. Hurry it up.
And welcome inside.
Yeah, we were just here.
On the left is the master
Yeah,
bedroom.
yeah,
Not a bad
bedroom,
idea.
At the
storage.
moment, the house is only minimally furnished.
Get some decorations, yep.
That, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land.
Yep.
If forgive me
Not
for being
looking good
forward,
here.
but
You gotta
if
put
you
some
think
money
I'll take
towards
you
making it
up
look
on that.
better. Do some remodeling. So
Mention
here,
it.
let's
what was
see
decided.
what, we'll discuss this later. Let's talk about the grounds and
space-
see if
Oh,
these...
yes.
I know it's too expensive for me right now,
I
but
see
still.
things.
Could use a grindstone, armor repair table.
My armor...
Admiral
Yeah, no.
ponder the...
Okay, peace out.
That's...
Not this...
No place like home. Main quests. La cage are full. It's probably best that I just cut it here. I think this next thing's about to spiral into quite a bit all at once. So that's going to be it for this one. Likes, comments, always appreciated. But until next time, bye for now.